playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount+.
1,277 days since that unforgettable final in Qatar where Argentina defeated France in penalties to lift their third World Cup. Today they return to the international football's biggest stage, and first up is the high-powered France squad taking on the African juggernaut Senegal with the Big Apple as the backdrop. Then Leo Messi looks to make history yet again as Argentina clashes with Algeria in Texas. All season long the stars have shown out for their club, and now it's time to do the same for their countries.
We've been treated to an amazing show.
Bring on the entertainers. Olise.
It's 2-2. All by himself, two in the middle. Dembele! And here we go again. Could be the hat-trick for Kylian Mbappe. Is the hat-trick. Ostenjek's giving it away. And Lautaro Martinez could not miss. And it's good! It's in! Acalas has broken the deadlock.
Alvarez, I think it will be.
It's Alvarez, it's around the wall, it's brilliant. What a finish this was. It's clinical.
So another big day of football. Here's just a reminder of the matches. It's France-Senegal from New Jersey, followed by Iraq and Erling Haaland's Norway at 6 o'clock Eastern in Foxborough before the defending champions Argentina. They start their campaign against Algeria over in Texas. Welcome along, everybody, to Golazo Matchday 48 Nations. So nice to have you with us. I'm Poppy Miller, alongside Troy Deeney, Mike Grella, Nigel, Reo-Coker and Marco Messina. We are all here today. Is it a huge day of football, isn't it? You feeling good, Grell? You excited for this?
I feel amazing. Yeah, the World Cup just brings the best vibes, good energy. Can't wait for the games today. We're learning so much, right? You think you know so much, and you watch the teams, and you're like surprised and different things. So as the tournament progresses, I can't wait to see how teams sort of evolve in it. But yeah, I'm just pumped to be here.
I'm surprised that we're allowed to have Mike with us, by the way, everybody, because he seems to not only be the talk of everything with the US men's national team, but also he is maybe the most hated man in Australia. Does anybody agree with that statement?
I've gotten messages from people from college. I went to college with an Australian, and he messaged me, he said, your mate, Mike Grella, is public enemy #1 in Australia, and he's on national news.
I'll probably say he's misunderstood to my Australian friends.
No, he's not.
Misunderstood.
He was tripling down on
it, bro.
I got to tell you something.
Own it.
I got to tell you something. I don't think they've ever been more united as a football side. If they do something in this tournament, which they won't, if they do something in this tournament, they should make a statue of me there in Australia, because I've unified an entire country. Yeah. I've unified an entire country.
They were already unified. You're just motivating them to another level. That's what it is. They're already unified.
Harry Cool, the legend of the game, absolute baller, friend of yours, comes out the other day and goes, I don't know who Mike Grella is. You do now, first of all. You do now. Second of all, we both played for Leeds. Obviously, he played in the glory days. I played when they were down in a little bit in the tough times. You need tough people in tough times. So, but it's I think unified them more than anything else. It's brought some excitement to the game Friday.
Absolutely.
So let's see what happens. They think they're amazing. We think we're amazing. Let the football do its talking on Friday night.
So right, Grell. I'm so glad that they have you to unite their country ahead of the biggest tournament.
It was not by choice. I was falling asleep in one show. I said one thing, boom.
I think it's after that you've tripled down, quadrupled down. You have to. You've gone. You have to. You're going to die on that.
I analyze football for a living. I'm not blind. I can see the way they play with 20% possession.
You sure you're not blind?
It just keeps getting worse. It keeps getting
Sometimes
worse.
that's a bit debatable, but okay.
We'll see. Listen, we'll see. I mean, it's going to ultimately matter who goes deeper in the tournament. Like we saw, I just said this too. We saw Curacao. We saw Cabo Verde. Amazing stories. They warm your heart. They warm your heart. If you're a kid watching, they're amazing stories. 40-year-old goalkeeper keeps Spain to a shutout. Amazing. At the end of the day, what'd you win? Nothing. When you go play against France and when you go play against the big boys in the knockout stage, what are you going to win? And that, I think, is the question for Australia, and it's definitely the question for the United States. Are they going to go to a semifinal and then all of a sudden to create this buzz? Or are they not? Are they going to place 1, 2, 3, or 4? Because if you're not, then it's just a storyline.
I tell you what, I can't wait for Friday. I think lots of people are highly anticipating this game, but obviously we've got a lot to look forward to today. Speaking of the big boys, we're going to see a lot of the big boys in action, aren't we? Marco, who have you got your eye on today?
I've gone for the obvious one, and it's Kylian Mbappe. Just because of the storylines and the narratives that have happened this season. With PSG winning 2 Champions Leagues in a row, a lot of people saying ever since he left, look at what they've been able to do. And then at Real Madrid, things didn't work out. There's petitions against him. And he always turns up in the World Cup. Say what you want about Kylian Mbappe. The last memory we have of him at a World Cup, the last time we've seen him in a World Cup, is scoring a hat-trick in the final, scoring his penalty kick, dragging that France team against Argentina. And I think he's got a chip on his shoulder. I was listening to some of his press conferences. He says, you're going to see me defend more than you've ever seen me defend and press his opponent. So I can't wait to see the redemption arc of Kylian Mbappe.
It's so true. Not many players can say they scored a hat-trick in the final and then still come out on the wrong side of it. What about you, Troy?
Sadio Mane. I've gone for the less obvious one. I think when you think to African Cup of Nations, I think you're talking about arguably the greatest African player of all time in terms of what he's done. I know it's a big statement, Nigel, when you think back, but the amount he's done both on the field, off the field, and then African Cup of Nations final, he was the one who pulled his players back on. Obviously, they won the game on the field. Unfortunately, that gets taken away from him. So this is his final chapter, his final moment to say to the nation, I'm still the guy. And I think that he's just going to be wonderful to watch. And he's a fantastic player. And the way he conducts himself as well, I think really a lot of players could learn a little bit from him. Do you not agree, Nigel?
I agree. I would say that he's one of, the greatest players to come from the continent of Africa. Because there are some others who've been before him who really paved the way. I mean, you talk about the likes of George Weah for what he was doing in his time to really change the dynamic and perception of African players. And without those that went before him, he's taken it to another level. So for this next young generation of African players watching him, that there is someone that you can definitely look up to say he's taking it to another level.
You love PSG so much, though. Obviously exciting to see France. Surely you've gone for one of their players today. Yeah,
I had to. Desiree Doué. I think Desiree Doué is the next generation of French players, and we've had the pleasure to watch him play for Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League this year, and I had the pleasure to see him live at Anfield 2 years ago, and he's fantastic. He's something special. I think for me, my conversation with him now is we've seen him do it domestically. Now on the world stage, I think he's that close where you'd have to start to say that this player is in that world-class bracket because he is the top 1% of what he can do. His ability to drive with the ball, scoring ability to create opportunities for players, everything about him. This kid is definitely got to be spoken about as one of the best players in the world already at his young age. He's also got a brother who plays for Ivory Coast, who played the other day. So, really
what a season it would be for him, by the way, if he won the Champions League, Liga, and now the World Cup as well. That's quite the trio, isn't it? What about the later games, though, Grell? Anyone in particular for you?
I think I have. The guy I'm looking forward to is Koulibaly.
You actually said Messi, but carry on.
Excuse me. Well, how could we forget? Messi.
Too focused on Australia.
Sorry. Yeah, so Lionel Messi, for me, they win the last World Cup because Argentina basically banded together and said, we're going to just do everything and then give him the ball. We're going to do everything and hope he creates a moment. Now he's 4 years older than he was. Obviously, the human body gets slower and can't do as much as it can do. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do now. He's the first to 6 World Cups. That's already an accomplishment. But if he can get them to somehow win again, right? They're in the top 5, top 6, the bookie odds. If he can get them to win again at his age, then, I mean, he's already the GOAT. But if he goes and wins this one, my God, because he's got to be a big part of it. Because I think if Argentina play without him, it's a different team.
Or if maybe Ronaldo can somehow do something with Portugal and then level the playing field with them both winning the World Cup, that would be really interesting, wouldn't it? I'm so excited to see Erling Haaland play for Norway because it's been such a long time since they have obviously been in a World Cup. For a lot of the debutants, we're excited about them, but we forget nations like this. It's been, what, over 27 years since they've played, and we didn't know if we would see Erling Haaland play in a World Cup, but what he's done domestically is so impressive. So let's see how far Norway can go in this competition. I can't wait to watch that game. We have got the team news, though, for the game that's coming up. Let's have a look at France, shall we? Mr. Francais, Nigel?
No, I mean, you look at this French team, you talk about quality, and when you look at that starting lineup, this is why they're one of the favourites there. And you talk about a solid midfield in Tchouaméni and Rabiot. They're real solid, workmanlike, with the ability to still be creative. But it's all about that top end of the pitch for France, I think, for me. You look at Doué, Dembélé, and Mbappe, and also Olise. Those players there will cause problems for any world back line. That, for me, is going to be a massive bonus of this French team. Defensively, they can be questionable. Upamecano sometimes can be a liability at times. I feel that could be a weak link for this French backline. Saliba's had a fantastic season for me, the real rock of Arsenal's defence for this entirety of this season. Hernandez and Koundé, and my friend Troy has question marks about Mike Maignan.
Yeah, I do have a few question marks on the goalkeeper. I don't think that's unfair. I think when you think to, what is he, 28, 29 now? Been at Milan a long time. Never really gone to, with the greatest respect to AC Milan, the big clubs that are trying to win things because they always keep hold of him. But I think the power of this French team, in my opinion, the squad, is that bench. That bench is frightening. You look at the likes of Thuram, Barcola, you've got Kante on there, you've got Konate. There's so many players, including my favourite, Ryan Cherki, on there as well. So there's so many players in that team that even if something is going wrong, they can tweak it. If they're winning and need to hold on, they can put different defenders in. The strength of this French team, to me, is the players on the bench and the options they can have to change it.
It's frightening, isn't it, to see some of the players on the bench. Meanwhile, this is Senegal and Koulibaly. Grell, here's your moment to talk about him.
Yeah, when I first watched him play at Napoli, I had never seen anything like it. A center back that can break up play, strong, powerful leader, good with the ball, breaking lines in the dribble, breaking lines with the passing. So I had never seen that before. Juve, the left back, plays at West Ham. A lot of these players, by the way, Premier League players, a couple at PSG, a couple at Bayern Munich as well. So these are big names. You go through the midfield, you got Kamara on the right, amazing young player from Monaco, had a fantastic season. Monaco were able to do things that they were not able to do before that, before he was there. Mane on the left, we spoke about him earlier, incredible. Jackson, Sarr on the right. The one thing I look at when I see that front line is pace, and they're going to have so much pace. And France is going to have a lot of the ball, but they're built really solid. They're going to be able to go quick into that front three, and Senegal are not going to be an easy beat, an easy point for anyone.
Technically good, very dynamic in their movement. Sarr's been the bright spot for Crystal Palace this season, the real main guy for them. Keep an eye on 26 Gay as well, who's at Villarreal, another good player, good, very energetic, dynamic midfield. They're going to come here trying to make a statement. Let's just put it out there now with Senegal. Senegal are going to be looking to make as big a statement in this World Cup as we've seen Morocco do. They look at themselves on the same level as Morocco, rightly so as well.
So true, such a good point. 7 French players as well, by the way, today that will also started in the 2022 final against Argentina, where Leo Messi and company prevailed to lift their first World Cup in 36 years. We're going to take a look back at how that went all down and what's really changed since then.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon? When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready? Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion!
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tell me, can you handle it?
crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount+.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount+.
Welcome back in to Golazo Matchday. As we build up to today's World Cup matches, let's take a look back at the two finalists of last World Cup final. This is Lionel Messi, who finally got that World Cup trophy and coveted him as the GOAT of football. This was one of the best finals I've ever watched, probably the best match of football in my lifetime. 3-3 it ended. It goes to penalty kicks. Argentina get their third ever title. Kylian Mbappe, one of the best performances in a final as well. Only the second player to ever score a hat-trick, and it's the most viewed World Cup final. 1.25 billion viewers. Yes, that's billion. I know we always look at the Super Bowl and the World Cup final, but there is absolutely no comparison.
There was more than that, I guarantee you. There's other ways, yeah. Yeah, you can travel around the world. There's other ways. There's more. I guarantee the viewership was more than 1.2 billion.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
We're talking about the legal ones that we can count. Yes.
Well, you can't though, because there's some parts of the world who don't live in Western society, and they will. You know, I've been there. It's all right. What?
Why?
I don't know. I'm making a fact. Thank you.
Was it the best match of football you guys have ever witnessed?
Yeah, if you were not a defender or a goalkeeper, for sure. But the game was dead for a little while, and then obviously took off. It was for memory-wise and watching with the family and the kids. It was the best
for a World Cup final. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, how it all played out in the end, and it was great. I can't think of a better one than that.
The storylines were absolutely epic. So we want to take a look back at France's World Cup lineup in that final compared to this one. By the way, they've been to the last two World Cup finals, this French team. Just stacked with talent. Obviously, this is the one that went to that final, that lost. And we're going to go line by line and rank. Are they better or are they worse than last time? Troy, you already hinted at the goalkeeping position. So we've got Hugo Lloris versus Mike Maignan.
I'm going to go... better now than then. Hugo Lloris was decent. He was decent. I played against him. Very quick off his line, but not the greatest of shot stoppers. I think, you know, you're splitting hairs there. I think when you look at the centre-back pairing, Saliba now is by far better than both of those at that time, where he's at now. And then you start to go through the midfield. Griezmann, fantastic player, obviously got to an age, but I did like Giroud in there. I think Giroud offered him a massive point of attack, can play with his back to goal and allow for the runners to run off him. Now, you think Mbappe's there, he's through the middle now, you've got Dembele behind him. They all want the ball, they all want to run. It's now when you need a few players that can deal with it without. What's up?
You've just done the whole team, it's just been line by line, but it's okay.
Because there's got to be more.
We can dive deeper.
I'm sorry. Yesterday he didn't want to speak. Now he wants to speak more. Hey, Nigel, after you, please.
I'm going to have to carry on.
Nigel,
he makes good points.
You spoke about Dembele since we've gone there. So much conversation around him. He was subbed off in the 41st minute of that last final. Now he's transformed, Ballon d'Or winner, probably the best pressing forward we could say in all of Europe. How does the attack compare there, and how does Dembele compare from previously to now?
Dembele is a lot better now, and he's got to give a lot of credit to Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique has got him to another level now where his mindset is different. I don't look at him as like a young boy. I look at him as a man now who knows what he is, who he is, and what he is to the world's game of football and what he can be. So I take it to a different level. I agree with Troy. Giroud is great because he's a striker, like how these two point to focus on. We saw it yesterday with Belgium when Lukaku came on, the impact it can have of having a traditional, proper number 9. Now, when you look at France now, it's different now. They're not really got that recognised number 9. Yes, can Mbappe play there? Yes, can Dembele do the same thing? Olise can change positions as well. I think it makes it more difficult for the teams that they're going against with their movement and how they can interchange in those different positions. So I think with the players that they have now, they're playing to their strengths because they don't have a traditional number 9. Griezmann, one of the best ever. Fantastic player. But in this, he's a luxury player. But when you look at this squad now, do they have a Griezmann? Like Troy said, I agree. Ryan Cherky. Ryan Cherky is the Griezmann, but they don't need him right now with the front three that they've got and Mbappe, and you've got Rabiot and Tchouaméni in there. So I think you've got a great solid foundation to let those players attack and do what they want, as long as they come back and be defensive.
Just wanted to ask, Grell, just when you look at this bench, to the bench we've just seen, that's the biggest upgrade, in my opinion. What do you think to it?
I think that as well. And I think in a tournament that adds an extra layer now, an extra knockout stage game, and I think is going to play a big part. But, bench aside, the most important person on this entire thing from last tournament and this tournament is the head coach there. Because these guys alone can win with the talent they have. This is the most talented team we have in the World Cup. Can he get them all on the same page, manage all the egos over the course of 6 weeks? I think if there's anyone in the world who could do it, it's him, because he's got the experience. He's been there for a long time as well. He knows a lot of these guys. Also interesting is, like, a lot of these guys are repeats, right? They're all there still. Like, Hernandez is there, Upamecano's starting today, Tchouaméni, Rabiot, Mbappe, Dembele, so, like, Conde as well. Yeah. So, like, a lot of these guys, he's got the same group, a lot of these guys. So it's sort of like, you just got to update it and get them going again. But I think he's going to be pivotal on how he manages them.
And then you talk about that, you just go to the balance of having the experience of these players who've been there before, been to a World Cup, know what it means, know what that first game pressure's like, know what that second game is, and as you get further in the tournament, and you add a spice of the younger ones coming through now, like Barcola, like Cherky, like Doué coming in there. You've already got these top players. These are not young players that, they're still learning away. These are top players who've already won Champions League. So they're already at the elite level, and you're playing with players who've already won a World Cup and in there with the experience that they've got.
The only thing I'll say, though, is like the front four now, although they're frightening, the stuff of nightmares, they all want the ball. They all want to be the guy. Doué is unknown for his dribbling and his pace. Same with Dembele, same with Mbappe in the front end. Olise, you have to give him the ball, and he has to do his thing. So I don't know how much they're going to share it. I don't know if that's going to work in the bigger games and the tougher games, because with Giroud, he's not a guy that wants the ball to go 1v1 or anything. He was a guy that's like, hey, play off me. I'll play for the team. I'll do whatever helps. They don't have that guy now. So we'll see what it looks like. But they're pretty good, even today.
You're saying that they've got to have willing runners, basically. They've got to have players who are willing to sacrifice themselves for the team.
Unselfish players that are willing to, like, move it quicker, because not every guy can just take it and then do his thing,
The talent pool is just ridiculous. I think the players that sit on the bench, to your point, and even the players they don't call up, could make potentially a quarterfinal in the World Cup. If we take a look at Argentina's 11, and by the way, no one has been able to do repeat winning World Cup since 1962 when Brazil did that. Italy did it prior in the 30s. Brazil did it 58, 62. No one has been able to. This is how the team looks. Troy, why don't you take it away and compare it to now? A lot of similarities.
A lot of similarities. A lot of what you're talking about now is you're guessing what they're going to be like 4 years removed. Again, you look at the likes of Endo Fernandez. He got a move to Chelsea for 100 million off the back of this. You think he's been over that time period. It's like not really been the same. Is he a £100 million player now? I'm not too sure. McAllister, obviously, at Liverpool. De Paul, obviously, into Miami. Older now. I just don't know is the honest answer. I think as long as number 10 is feeling good and feeling great about how he's got to be. This whole team was based around doing everything they can to get him the ball, give him the framework that he needs to go and be the best person he can. Alvarez at the moment, does he now go, I want to be that man? There's people talking about 150 million for him. Does he start to do that? And then the bench, respectfully, because they did win the World Cup, so I want to give them the most respect I can. When you come away from that first 11, they lose. Every person who comes in drops from let's say it's a 10 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10. It's whether they can handle that anymore.
They've got a few good players on the bench then, some young ones come through. You've got Almada there that's been there before, Rodriguez. But I think, for me, you do worry. I think for them to win the World Cup again, it has to be like the previous World Cup. Everyone else, like Troy said, has to work for Messi. Everyone else has to give a 9 out of 10 performance and hope that Messi can create some kind of magic. But then, will it be now the oppositions that they face will try and shut down Messi and say, right, who's next? Who's going to step up?
Everyone's trying to for a long time.
That's the thing, though.
About 15 years.
I think Di Maria doesn't get the love that he often gets. I think he could be a miss in this World Cup. Always came up in the finals, scoring goals. How do you think they're different now? Their attack is different now. They have Nico Paz. They have some youngsters. How do you think they'll do without Angel Di Maria?
I think that Di Maria is a big piece of what they want to do, earn the penalty in the final as well. But he has the experience, he has the know-how. There's so many moments in games where it's like, it's not about just your ability, right? It's not about can you control the ball and go at your guy. It's about like understanding that moment. Maybe you just scored a goal and you want to slow things down, and maybe he comes back around and keeps possession and pops it a few more times. Or maybe you need a goal, and instead of risking the ball through the middle, he knows that it's got to go wide and he's going to deliver that cross there. So it's like knowing the moments. I find that's the most important thing, especially in World Cup football, is like understanding when to do what, because each team has its style and wants to play a certain way, but over the course of 90 minutes, it's very difficult to play one gear the entire time.
I'll just add one bit to it. They don't have a Di Maria-like player. They do not have a player that has the ability that Di Maria has. If I compare Di Maria to anyone, I'll probably say it's like Luis Diaz for Colombia. The way he carries the ball, Argentina do not have a player like that, because you talk about natural dribblers like Kvaratskhelia, that's what he could do. He was the one who used to dribble and carry the team up, could ride tackles. They don't have a replacement like him or a player that brings that attribute. It goes to the same when we have conversations about when a team is good, you talk about individual personalities and characters. Characters are not easy to replace, and I'm sure that's something Troy can add more to in his time as a manager. When you have certain big characters, it's not just this player is good, but if he doesn't have everything else that comes with it, the personality and what goes with it, they're not easily to be replaced.
Troy, if they meet again in the final this time with the new lineups, who do you think would win the World Cup final, Argentina or France?
You'd have to say France. Just got too much pace, too much power. Again, the age factor of it. This team 4 years ago was great. This team now is older, more injuries, more like fatigue on the body, and then also the brain as well, right? You've got to get an extra layer of games to get through. I just think France and their squad depth is too good.
And I guess history backs that, because, again, nobody's been able to repeat in such a long time. It's an incredible feat, but nevertheless, there'll be two teams that you have to watch out for in the World Cup. We'll be back with more Match Day after this short break.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad would want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
By MasterCard. MasterCard is giving cardholders the chance to win a limited edition Messi-inspired jersey. Visit priceless.com/Messi to learn more. And it is time for the MasterCard Fan First Spotlight. The three-time world champions Argentina, they kick off their campaign, and our very own Nico Cantor, he's a proud Argentine-American. He's on the road across the US, and this is what it means to him to be a fan.
Being an Argentina fan is so special, and you get to witness this at the World Cup every 4 years, that Argentina puts their fandom on display. We're far from the stadium today, but you can find Argentines in any pocket of the world. I just had to go online and find where the Argentines in Seattle are meeting, and you know that it's going to be a party, right? The drums, the trumpets, it's Argentine football culture for the world to watch. Of course, in Argentina, everybody has their club team, and it might be something that's either geographical, regional, inherited by generations, and each of these club teams that have a very vibrant fandom, they come together with the national team. Your ideologies are put to a side to support Argentina and fly the flag. But unlike other places in the world where there are chants that are short, contagious, because they have these recognizable rhythms, Argentina is a little bit more of the opposite. They are long songs, emotional songs, with deep words, with history to them. And it's funny because here in Seattle, we're going to go to a bar, and I know that these songs are going to be on display. Everybody knows them because it's part of the Argentine identity, this festival of music, of football, and it all comes together. And support for the national team is the greatest representation of the Argentine culture. It is an integral part of being Argentinian. I know that football sometimes doesn't grab a hold of society in a lot of countries, but football is essentially a part of Argentine life. So that's why, even though we are very far away from Buenos Aires, arguably the farthest you can be away from Buenos Aires in the world, I'd have to check that. I know that somewhere here in this city, I'm going to be able to find Argentine fans and celebrate the World Cup with them.
Oh, well, we know how much he loves Argentina, don't we, Nigel? Just Argentine fans in general. It was absolutely epic when they won the last World Cup.
Epic. If you use one word, passionate. But I don't even know if passionate is a strong enough word to describe Argentine fans. It's a real tribalism. Football is more than just a sport to them. And the way they get behind their nation is an identity like no other. They are really, really proud people. They get behind their team. There's high expectations because of what's been done before these generations of players, and they'll always get behind their country and their flag.
So true. Even when they were celebrating back in Argentina after they won the last World Cup, the scenes were just absolutely epic. Well, today's segment was presented by MasterCard. MasterCard is giving cardholders the chance to win a limited edition Messi-inspired jersey. Visit priceless.com/Messi to learn more. We're going to be back with more in just a sec.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, with the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad in my hand.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
The 2002 quarter-finalists, the Lions of Teranga, have had an eventful 2026. AFCON final back in January was a match that was marred in controversy. Senegal, they won in extra time, but in March the title was actually awarded to Morocco after CAF ruled that Senegal forfeited when they abandoned the pitch in protest. Then they qualified for a third consecutive World Cup, and in turn they entered the tournament as the second highest ranked African team behind Morocco, and today is the day they face a colossal clash with France. It's been a crazy 12 months, hasn't it, for Senegal? How do you think, Troy, that they're just going to be feeling, all things considered, coming into this World Cup?
United, aggrieved, and frustrated, I think would be the three words. I think when you think to how well they played through AFCON and their storyline was a little bit like Lionel Messi last World Cup. It was, we want to do this for Mane. He's been so great. He's been a leader. We want him to go out and win an AFCON at this moment. And, you know, for whatever reason that didn't happen, leave all that to one side. I think they're a phenomenal team. They've got balance in the team. They've been building to this for a long time. Ismail Assar, who obviously I played with at Watford, is the fastest player I've ever played with. The pace, the power. Him and Mane have obviously been friends for a very long time. He looks at Mane as a leader. And also Nicholas Jackson as well. Think about it. He got let go by Chelsea to go on loan to Bayern Munich. Never really played. He's now going back to Chelsea with a potential to be their main man next year under a new manager. So I think the way that it all feels, it just feels right that they've been hard done by. Everyone's got something to prove. And no one's really given them a chance in this game. And you think back to, I want to say 2002, when El Hadj Diouf scored that and they beat France 1-0. It just has that same feeling around it. But again, Senegal have been fantastic for me.
Great. Senegal, for me, are one of the poster boys of the continent of Africa when it comes to football and what they've done. And I think they deserve a lot more credit for the foundations they've put in place and how they've really started to establish themselves as one of the top nations in African football. Because when you look at it back, from back when I was young, you used to hear about Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon. And now you look at all these other nations and what they've done on the world stage, not just the African Cup of Nations, but the world stage and how they've done it. And like Troy said, the investment that they've put in and the national training centres, everything they've done, even to youth level, they're producing top players now that you just can't deny. Technically good, have all the great physical attributes, very dynamic, and it's just a next generation. And for me, the AFCON situation isn't great. And it's not more so on Senegal, it's more on actually the continent itself and the African Cup of Nations and how that was handled. I feel that they'll look at themselves in this game knowing that probably no one's going to give them a chance. But you best believe they're not going into this game thinking they don't have a chance, because the mindset and the mentality that they have is they can beat anyone and play against anyone, play against the best, which is what these young players dream of when you come for Africa. You want to play against the best. You want to go against the best. So for them, they'll look at this as a challenge, and it will be for France to make sure that they don't take these guys as like it's going to be an easy game.
Yeah.
Not to be naive,
Not to
think it's going to be,
underestimate them.
underestimate them.
Grella's
Are you
been...
okay? Did you have a late night last night, by the way? Your eyes are all glassed up.
Every time Nigel was speaking, Grella looks like he's going to jump in and wants to say something, and then as soon as you stop, he looks at me as if I'm going to ask him a question.
I'll just say that I want to see an African nation win. I would love that. I think some of the players I've played with from all over Africa, some of the best guys that I've ever played with in terms of talent and personality. So be an incredible story and an incredible moment to do that if they can put a really special thing together like they did in the African Cup of Nations and win something that would be special. And I think they deserve it. I think it's long overdue.
Are you going to do anything with that iPad?
Sure. Are we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
This is looking at some individual matches.
Are you awake?
We're excited
Okay.
to see.
Here we go.
I won't be after this, but have a go.
We're going to take a look at what the keys of the match are, and we are going to see a team that this player here and this player here, Sarr and Mane, they're going to end up getting pulled back here. This is the reality of the situation, right? So it's going to be a 4-5-1. That's what it's going to look like. And then what they're going to have to work on is how quickly can he, from this position where he is, spring forward on the counterattack. Same for Sarr. So these guys are going to be putting in crazy amount of work, having to spring from a defensive position. That's going to be the key to the game for them. Solid defensive shape and then springing on the counterattack. For France, the worry is them getting hit on the counter, right? Because these players here, Doué and Olise, they'll come inside the pitch, right? They're going to come inside here, which is going to allow these lanes for the fullback. They're going to be super aggressive all tournament with the fullback so that they can create numerical advantage. We already know where Mbappe is going to live. He's going to live between the center backs, Dembele as well, right? Ballon d'Or winner. And then what they're actually going to do is they're going to actually send one of these guys forward too. Because if you don't know, or if you haven't watched Rabiot is a box-to-box midfielder, so he's going to come flying forward too. That leaves a danger on the counterattack, and that's where these players here are going to come into a real big importance. Sometimes actually they might even be the ones that go forward, and then Rabiot will have to hold, or even Koundé or whatever. They're always going to have three that are worried about the counterattack. They're going to have to be tight and worry about the quick attack from Mane and Sarr. So that for me is going to be the keys of the game. And also you make a great point there, Grella. When you highlight that three there, people also need to know that Tchouaméni has played centre back before for France, and also I think he'll be the one that
so he can slide in there, and it'll be comfortable where it's players in natural comfortable positions that they played before. What I would highlight is that little gap in between Upamecano and Koundé there. I think there is where Sané could really attack in that gap there. That's where I'll be looking to go there. Take Upamecano down the line and try and expose him there in those little areas there. That could be a little key area to try and expose, because Koundé will get forward. Yeah, from a Senegal point of view, if you're Ismaïla Sarr, again, for everything that you just said there, Grella, he's done that for Palace, he did that for Watford, in terms of having to defend, but then having that ability to run 50, 60, 70 yards. And that's what I said when I played with him. It was like, oh my God, how do you keep up with this guy? Because he gets quicker with the ball, weirdly. And I think he can cause Hernandez so much problems doing the defensive way, because obviously France want to dominate the ball, they want to go this way. But if you've got someone who runs that way, it's either going to mean Saliba has to come out, and Saliba, while he's a good defender, no centre-back wants to be outside the numbers and be outside the edge of the 18-yard box. He can get him into territories that he doesn't want to be in. So that's a fascinating part, and really looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be great.
Do you think it's going to be close, Troy?
It can be. I think if France's front line click and they're willing to share the ball, as we alluded to earlier, it could be messy. And I think the Spain game from yesterday helps. With Spain being so poor yesterday and one of the favourites, and the backlash that they've received, I think the French team are watching that in the hotel room going, OK, let's be at it. I think there's... Oh, sorry. There's keys to the game, obviously, and there's obviously keys for us as a TV crew. So we're going to have to make sure that this is another tactical adjustment for us. We're going to have to keep this lady here awake, because I think she's had a rough night.
I like that you've given me some hair, though. You don't normally on your drawings. By the way, Nigel, where's this wine? We've got 3 empty glasses here. No wine to go with it.
The wine is coming. We're trying to open some nice French wine.
Apparently you broke the cork trying to open it.
I do have video evidence of him breaking the cork.
Someone used a cheap electric wine opener with my Chateau de Pape. Not happy.
It's a nice bottle, though.
I'm glad you can say that.
Troy?
Say the centre-back's name one more time for us.
No, that's a tongue twister for me. I apologise.
All right, stay with us, everybody. Don't go anywhere. The Stars there are out today in full force, but will they have their say into the result? We've got our best bets with buckets coming up next.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tell me, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad would want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, 80,000 plus. They were on hand on Saturday to see Brazil and Morocco draw, and now this is the site of the tournament's finals, gearing up for its second match between two heavyweights, France and Senegal. It is a beautiful day by the Hudson River. It's also pretty nice in studio today, isn't it? And we are hoping to make some money. Buckets is here with his best bets. Buckets, good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you as well, Poppy. It's been a bit. I'm doing well so far. We'll see how we feel after the bets today.
Yeah, let's see. I know, I'm excited. We're all going to join in, Buckets. We've all got our own bets, but I guess let's let you go first because you're the real expert here. What have you got for us?
I'm glad I get to go first because I get to take who I think is going to be the best player on the pitch this afternoon. I'm going with France to win this match, and I'm parlaying it with Michael Olise to score or assist. I don't think you can go wrong picking any of the front four for this franchise. I think there's a real opportunity for all four of those players, Doué, Dembele, Mbappe, and Olise, to get a goal contribution. But I got to let my Bundesliga and my Bayern Munich bias show here. I watched him every single match day. I flew to Allianz Arena last season to watch Michael Olise. I know what he is capable of. We all saw him in that friendly against Northern Ireland. He can score absolutely, but he is surrounded by talent to dip the ball off to. His to score or assist line is incredible right now, and I gotta bet it on this match.
I love that, Bucket. So France to win and then plus 142 for Olise as well. We're all going to stay in the same category as you, so we've all picked a winner and someone that we think is going to score or assist in the game. Troy, who have you got?
Can't remember. Total honesty. I think I had exactly the same. Yeah, I thought Elise as well.
Yeah?
So, yeah, very much the same. Me and Buckets have got out. France to win and Elise anytime. See?
Amazing. OK, I think we've all gone pretty much France to win, haven't we? Grella's gone for a draw. Grell, why don't you go?
Me and Marco, we're drawing Mbappe to score. So
you're the same too.
I can see 1-1, 2-2. Yeah, because the draw is going to juice that. So, but Senegal are good, and they've had a really good squad. So if anyone could upset France, day one, there's been a lot of tension. We've seen some strange results in day one as well, so it's very possible.
I think Troy's point was really good. I picked before the start of the World Cup. I said this would be a tie just because of how good Senegal are, and there's also a deep history here. Senegal pulled the upset in 2002. It's one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. But then I think after watching Spain and seeing that, I think maybe it'll get France on their game. But it should be an incredible match. And Mbappe, again, I'm just going for that villain arc. I think he's got a point to prove, and he should be the one to get the goal or assist.
It's crazy, actually, how much the odds change. So you're plus 1,000 with the draw for France to win, and Mbappe, who I've gone for, it's only plus 100. So not the best odds that you can see, but I do think that that's it. Buckets, by the way, if you couldn't go with your bet, whose of ours do you like the best?
Can I just take the cop-out answer and say that Troy's bet is brilliant, and I think he's a very intelligent man taking the exact same thing.
I feel like we should
I will say, I always like a long shot, and I will say the books are being a little bit disrespectful. Right now, it's more likely by the sports books that Senegal won't score than they will. I think they're going to score. I think both teams to score is a great shout here. And I like to sprinkle on the draw just because the chaos that happened yesterday. But if I had to pick something, I'm going Troy, or I'm going, frankly, anyone who picks France in the top four. I got to believe this France side gets the job done.
Did no one want to hear what Nigel said? No?
Sorry, Nigel, go ahead.
Why don't you tell us about your bet? Your amazing bet.
Carry on. Come on.
You wanted to get Buckets back involved. Go ahead, Nigel. Explain your bet.
No, I just said Desiree Doué. I went with Doué to score, assist, and France to win as well.
And plus 142 were your odds, is that right?
152 or something like that. Yeah, I just think that the French attacking line is just too strong, way too strong, too much talent. And then Troy alluded to it as well, as the options off the bench to change the game. You talk about Barcola, Shirky, like there's so much dynamic that they can do.
And all the games yesterday drew as well.
All four.
Which makes me feel there's got to be wins today. Yeah. Law of averages says there's got to be wins.
I do.
Got something.
I want to check with Grella here because you went with the draw. Who do you have scoring or assisting on the Senegal side? Is Mane the obvious choice, or are we going someone else for those odds?
Who do I have scoring or assisting? It could be Mane, it could be Sarr on the right side, could be Koulibaly from a set piece, flicks one on. So I just think that they've got so many good pieces, right? They've got so much quality in the team. They also have a pretty good bench, right? They've got players that are at PSG at the highest level of the game on the bench. So at one point I was going to pick 0-0 draw, but I think it could be 1-1.
Buckets, I have a question for you. You know, obviously you're the betting expert. Is there better value taking players to come in off the bench and score? Because we looked at France and all the attacking players that they could come in. Does that juice the odds up a bit?
What I would do if you want to bet someone coming off the bench, I would bet it live, because right now if you bet it pre-match, you're going to get them at the pre-match odds. The odds are going to get better the longer the game goes on. So if you want to wait until the 70th minute, a guy who might be plus 200 right now will be closer to plus 500, 600, 700, 800 in that last 20 minutes. Always live bet if you're doing someone off the bench.
How are your World Cup bets after yesterday? Are you still positive?
We're still positive. We're doing all right. We were really positive until that Spain game where I told everyone Spain would score 6 goals. A little bit of a setback there, but overall, it's been a pretty good time so far.
Spoken like a true gambler. Yeah, everything's good. I'm making money. Sure you are.
It's like the meme of the house on fire in the background.
Literally, he's in a closet right
Everything's
now.
fine. Everything's fine.
He's in a porta potty right now.
Let's have a quick look at the standings, shall we, to show you where everybody is. Grella got one taken away as we were reviewing last time, so he's kind of fallen down the standings to be at the bottom of the barrel with Nigel Reo-Coker. I'm not too much better. Neither is Troy. Good to see you up there, though. Buckets, very close to the top.
Marcelo hit 295.
Let me tell you how I hit 295. I'll tell you how I hit 295. Right. Virgil van Dijk goal and draw with Netherlands and Japan. And he hit that. That's how he hit it. That was the bet he placed. Virgil van Dijk goal.
See, I'm not even jealous that he's hit that. I'm jealous I've been here for nearly a year and I'm not on any of these. He's been here for 2 minutes, he's got his own picture up and everything.
You're too low. Yeah. Yo, Whitty's front and center, he works for Apple.
Hey, you can't talk these days.
No.
That's true. Where were you before this show?
Invite it to my buddy Pat McAfee show, which is always
created a headline.
By the way, he gives us great promotion.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to do it. Does a great job. Golazo, CBS, right on ESPN. So it's great. Very thankful for it.
So Buckets, you've still got work to do, but you're pretty close to the top of the table. So all is good. All is good so far for you.
All is good. I mean, it's a bit of a mountain now to cut to Marcelo. I feel like I got to do something crazy rather than take the easy ones. But we'll be back. We'll get back up there.
Yes, you will.
Or you're out of a job, mate, considering you're no pressure. Gambling expert, not winning, mean.
Buckets.
What are we doing?
Marcelo Balboa is going to take this one.
All right, everybody, we're going to be back after the match with the latest reactions and everything to see if our bets hit as well. So you've got match day, then match night later on. Score lines at 11. We'll have you covered all day long for a huge day in the World Cup. Thanks, everyone, so much for joining us. We're going to see you very soon.
Trying to read the prompter.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. They're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now.